Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Yeah. You know what time it is. Now, after a day after the trade deadline and everything is basically came into fruition, we're looking at some teams that had some losses. The Kings, it was big that they lost Halliburton. I didn't know they got rid of Halliburton. I forgot. That's going to be a big loss in the long run for them. Because Halliburton, very underrated. And the Pacers are going to love him. Now, the Lakers and the Knicks did not make any moves. And basically, now you have both media guys, and all this is allegedly, by the way. You have both media powers, the Clutch Sports camp, and you have, of course, the Lakers camp throwing shots at each other back and forth, saying, well, it's because of you guys. You guys wanted to get rid of Russ, and then you got Clutch and all them lying, saying that, oh, well, you know, we never really, wanted. Hold on. So, yeah. You have Clutch Sports lying, flying looking dudes, saying basically we never wanted Westbrook. That's a lie. Everybody trying to blame Rob Pelinka. I have this to say, and this is straight up. The blame goes on LeBrownie's blames. He helped put this team together. Rob Pelinka and brass, top brass wanted, what's his name? Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield would have been the better pick because he's a combo guard. If you look at LeBron's history, he can only play with combo guards. He cannot play with a regular point guard because he's the point guard. That's why if LeBron played with Kobe, you know, LeBron would have had a lot of success because Kobe doesn't need the ball in his hand. He would get the ball from Bron in certain spots and he would ball out. And plus, Kobe was mentally tough. Very mentally tough. So he could deal with all that BS is going on. The problem is Clutch Sports, all this is alleged, by the way. Clutch Sports has been lying to the public and to the fans. They're the ones who wanted these players that are on the team. LeBron was thinking, if I bring Westbrook here, when I get a rest, Westbrook could carry the load. But what he didn't know was that Westbrook only plays at one speed. See, it's different from when you're watching as opposed to playing with. You know, LeBron thinking he's going to adjust his game towards him. No. Russell Westbrook doesn't adjust his game. He's a guy who you have to adjust your game for him to fit. And that's the truth. That's the God honest truth. All LeBron had to do was get Buddy Hield. Now, would that have made them better? No. Because Buddy Hield does not play defense. All he is a shooter and a scorer. He does not play defense. He's terrible. Now, you have LeBron threatening to basically go back to Cleveland. All this is allegedly. He's threatening to go back to Cleveland. Rob Pelinka got tired of his crap and said, you know what, F it. This is your bed, sleep in it. So after the season, most likely, Russell Westbrook's going to opt in. They're going to trade him. He's going to opt in. And that's when they're going to move from him. They're finally, I think, get that Luol Deng contract off their books. So the Lakers can go get some more pieces. Which would be interesting. That'll be real interesting to see. Now, I blame LeBrownies for putting this roster together. Anthony Davis has not been nothing. All he's been is a hurt, injury-prone player who has not lived up to being put in the top 75. That's why everybody had a problem with that. Now, everybody gonna get mad at Russell Westbrook. Delusional fans are gonna say, why you ain't throwing Westbrook under the bus? You just hate LeBron. I don't hate LeBron. I just know what LeBron is. I just know what he is. He's soft. He has no heart. He doesn't like physicality. And he's a punk. That's all he is. If you get physical with him back, he's going to bow down. He's going to retreat and try to shoot a fadeaway or shoot an ugly shot. Kobe Bryant explained to you how to guard LeBron. I knew when I saw LeBron, especially in that series where they lost to the Magic, down the stretch, I could look in his eyes and tell, oh yeah, he a punk. He can't take the pressure. I knew it. He couldn't take the onus. He was getting blamed in the media. People were saying he was coming up short. That's why he basically put all his people at ESPN to cover for him and defend him and stuff. And it's like, bro, you need all of this. You see, that's the difference between you and the great players. And then for him to say what he said, talking about what you want me to say, like we're not on the Bucks level or things like that, saying a lot of weak talk. And see, this is who you guys say is a great player. I don't get how he's a top 5 player. He's not. Top 5 players don't do that. Allen Iverson didn't come out saying that, oh, we're not on their level. We can't compete with them. Iverson still went out there to try to win the game. Kobe, Mike, Isaiah, Bird, Magic, those men never made excuses. They went out there to play. They went out there to play. They went out there to handle business. They never made an excuse. They lost, they lost. Kobe was crying when he lost to the Boston Celtics. And you out here just like, man, whatever. You just having fun, gushing it up on a damn all-star game. It's like, bro, this is an all-star game that you basically ruined. You basically made it pick teams, and then y'all had to force everybody to say, well, we do like it. It's something different. It's like, come on, man, stop it. LeBron got to pick damn teams to try to win because he don't want to compete. He want to get all the good players. He don't want to compete. Kevin Durant was sitting up there like, this is some BS. I really don't want to be here. He really didn't. He was already pissed about the James Harden trade, and then now he's up there being ridiculed by the damn TNT people because they know they can do it to KD because they know they're not going to get any backlash. But they're over there just disrespecting him and, excuse me, disrespecting him and getting upset. They're trying to take jabs at him and stuff, and, you know, and it's like, come on, man, stop it. Then the Ernie thing was disrespectful, talking about, do you know when you'll be back from your injury? And Durant he had enough. He like, no. You guys treat Kevin Durant like crack, but you guys treat LeBron like he golden. LeBron is trash. I get tired of people saying, well, KD can't reach his level. KD's already past this man. Championships is a team sport. Championships are not individualism. Michael Jordan wasn't doing all the damn dirty work for those Bulls championship teams in the 90s. He had role players. He had auxiliary players that would, I can't even say that word right now. He had regular players who came in and did their position. He didn't win it by himself, and I get tired of all these damn Jordan fans too. Man, he did not win it by himself. He had a great team. His team grew together. The core players, him and Pippen, played together since 88. Or 87, excuse me. Scottie Pippen, he got Scottie better. Michael was working with Scottie. He taught him how to be better. Scottie worked on his ball handling, his defense, his work ethic, and everything. He got better. And he was able to help. That's the problem with LeBron. He don't have that wanting to help people or make them better. He only can make himself better. And that's not a great teammate. That's not a great leader. That's not a great player. Kevin Durant works well with the young players. The young players look up to him and respect him because he has a hard work ethic. He does. And he gets disrespected every day because he went to go play with Golden State. Everybody like, that's the weakest move in history. How is it the weakest move? He went to play. He was a free agent. Doesn't matter where you go. There's never been nothing in the damn rule book to say, oh, well, you can't go play for the team. Darrelle Revis and them went to go play. Then people are going to say, well, football is different. No, it's not, nigga. There ain't nothing different about it. You guys been sucking off LeBron and Michael Jordan for y'all whole life. Y'all think everybody got to be like Michael goddamn Jordan. No. There were players better than Michael Jordan. Bill Russell was better than Michael Jordan. Wilt Chamberlain was better than Michael Jordan. Shall I keep continuing? Oscar Robertson was a way better player than Michael. Elgin Baylor was better than Michael. I say him and Jerry West. I think Jerry West was a better passer, better facilitator. You know, but Mike probably was the better scorer. He was the better scorer out of him and Jerry. But don't get it twisted. Jerry could score too. Jerry was Mr. Clutch. He was Jordan of his era. That's why he's the logo, because he used to hit the shot from the logo. So they call him the logo because of that. But you guys don't do history. I don't do that top 5, top 10 crap, because there's no such thing. It's a top tier player, a tier 1, a tier 2, a tier 3. And a lot of you players today are tier 2. LeBron, he a tier 3 player. He can't even play. All he could do is do one thing, that's ball hog and go get his points. Once he get his stats, he good. He don't care no more. The guy's an artificial player, and he's been an artificial player. And you got all these content creators kissing his butt. It's like, bro, stop it. This guy's not all that. If you want to talk about talent, yeah, LeBron James is like a top tier talent. He's a top tier talent. We've never seen a guy that's shaped and built like a power forward who could run the floor like he can. He's the greatest player in transition. And I meant that. He can run the floor great. He's a great transitional player. But as far as half-court offense or running plays and sets, the dude is an F. He's an F. His basketball IQ is an F. So stop coming to me with this crap. I break players down. I break them down, and I break them down, and I give you the points that you need to hear or you need to see. In my opinion, I feel he's an overrated passer. I feel he is. I think Kobe, when Kobe decided to pass and wanted to pass, Kobe made some way better passes than LeBron. LeBron is a big guy. Like, he can make the basic. He'll throw like a no-look pass here and there. But it's like, okay, that's cool. But he's not doing it all the time. He's not doing it like Jason Kidd and Gary Payton was. You out your damn mind. It's a dang shame. You can't even talk about sports. You can't even critique players no more because you got all these sensitive babies and these lame people on the internet. You got these YouTube content creators kissing LeBron butt, trying to find every excuse in the book to try to prop him up. I used to piss a lot of people off with my takes. This one dude, Christopher Burton, man, he was so mad. He wanted to fight me for talking about LeBron. And I'm like, man, I would slap the mess out your mouth. You ain't gonna do jack. I know you. I know you from school, dog. With your big nose. Dude look like Nightcrawler trying to come at me. What, you finna teleport through a dimension to come punch me? I wish you would teleport over here. I'll kick your butt all up and down the street. Like, it's funny, man. People always love to try to test you because they think you can't fight. And it's like, bro, what do you mean? You guys take it personal about LeBron like that's y'all man. And LeBron already came out and said, like, bruh, he don't respect you fans. He don't respect the grown man rooting for him, kissing his butt like y'all do. But the losers and then the Knicks didn't even take the time to get anything. I'm like, what was the Knicks doing? But the Knicks have no trade value. That's why they should have went and got Dennis Schroeder. Everybody talking about I'm not paying. I'm like, bruh, Dennis Schroeder is what you guys need. Dennis Schroeder would have had you guys balling out. Julius Randle would have been fine. He wouldn't have been crying like a punk. RJ Barrett's game would have flourished. His game would have flourished. And then y'all could have had Quickly and other guys coming off the bench. Derrick Rose would have not had to do so much. But Schroeder's in Houston now, and watch, he's going to turn Houston around. They're going to be good next year because if they sign him to the deal he wants, Houston's going to be fine. because Schroeder's going to get those guys playing every night. You know, to me, you know, he on a regular team, he's a solid starter, but on the championship team, he's a sixth man. But we'll see what he does. But the Knicks really messed themselves up. They messed themselves up bad. And because of this, they're set back for a while. But the Lakers are real big losers because Clutch Sports. Unclutch Sports messed up again. Unclutch Sports was too damn busy. They were too damn busy trying to put puff pieces out there. This Laker team, man, guys do not like Bron and don't want to play with him. And then Westbrook, everybody is upset, but people got Westbrook back, but Westbrook let people get to him. Westbrook never had to deal with this type of media before. That's what I was trying to tell people now. Now, Chicago, not Chicago, but the New York Knicks, they're going to be in trouble because they don't know what to do. You know, Kemba Walker, they had to play him because of injuries. But the New York Knicks, man, are not good right now. Julius Randle is turning out to be mentally weak. He doesn't want to listen to Tibbs. He don't want to do what he asked him to do. It's all this stuff that's just irrelevant. Like, dude, do your goddamn job. Listen to the coach, play the game, go home, smash your wife, play with your son. But no, we got to pacify them because of this LeBroni's era. This LeBroni's era is the reason why we're pacifying these soft-ass players. These players are soft. These players are real, real soft. Real, real soft. So, now, Peacemaker episode 7. This is the episode before the season finale. This has been a good show. I'm glad they got the girlfriend out of there to get that out the way. We did not want to see two women together. To me, no, I did not want to see that. You know, especially when one looks like Precious and the other one looks like Gozer off of Ghostbusters. Excuse me. We are not finna do that at all. At all. In this episode, Peacemaker finally confronted his father. His father was trying to kill him, and his father has been mad at him because of him killing his brother, because he basically punched his brother and his brother went into convulsion, probably had an aneurysm or something in his brain that happened from the impact of the punches, and he died. And this has been haunting Peacemaker for his whole life. You know, and people want you to feel sorry. It's like, nah, I mean, to me, it's just showing who he is. His dad is a damn white supremacist and crazy. So him and his brother basically started doing this devil crap and stuff. And it was an accident. Peacemaker, it was an accident for him when he punched the kid. He didn't even mean to hit him that hard. Like, it was like crazy. It was real crazy. It was unintentional. You know, no, he wasn't trying to hurt that man. So that's what I'm saying. It's like his dad held a grudge, so he tried to kill him, and Vigilante done behind. Vigilante is so funny because he just does like the dumbest stuff, and it'd be like, oh my goodness, dog, this dude is really an idiot. You know, but it happened. So vigilante almost blew himself apart. You know, so they got up out of there. They were they basically the one girl, the hardcore, she figured out that Adebayo was the one who planted the diary on Peacemaker. You know what I'm saying? So, and then everybody figured out, like, after she talked, she told Hardcore, like, yeah, like, that's Amanda Waller. If you remember Amanda Waller, she's basically the head person of the Suicide Squad, just a crazy lady. So she basically was like, you know, Amanda Waller was like, yeah, you know, to plant the book and everything. But the one black man, head guy who has a butterfly in his head, he basically came in there and was like, yo, they need to get up out of there because the person who's lead of it has been compromised. So they got to get up out of there. And the white girl, Hardcore, was asking them like, oh, well, she's Amanda Waller, like, she works for Amanda Waller. And he was like, yeah, I know. And that's Amanda Waller, dog. He's like, yeah, I know all this already. I do background checks on the people that I bring in. That's just what I do. But I wish she would have planted the diary later, because, see, this is what they were supposed to do. Peacemaker was supposed to kill all these people, and they were going to plant everything on him, and he's going to take the fall for everything. So in this episode, we saw that the butterfly, who's basically the bad butterfly, killed the butterfly that was in the black dude, just popped out of his mouth and then just killed him. And the other butterflies really didn't like that. Like, one of them was like, you just killed him, like, for what? And she was like, whatever, like, he was a soldier, like, he could have joined us, but whatever, let's get rid of him. So it's like, okay, so it's crazy. So it's crazy what happened and stuff. So the black man was killed because he was protecting them, keep the heat off of them. What's his name? Peacemaker basically finally confronted his dad, went off on him, and then they got into a battle. The big fat white guy with the glasses, he just saves the day all the time. He shot up the whole white supremacist group. And then Eagly, the eagle, was messed up, got messed up by the dad and stuff. The dad knocked the hell out of him, which was funny because the eagle was like, wee, and he just knocked his ass out. And then Peacemaker was head up with him and shot his dad in the head, just killed him. Basically, he finally came to his redemption, saying that it wasn't my fault that my brother died, it was your fault, which it was the dad's fault. It was the dad's fault because you had them fighting one another. They're kids. And that's why Peacemaker is screwed up, because his dad was screwed up. Now, we got to see what the cow looks like, which is like, just hideous. But that's the cow. That's basically who continues to feed, is the source for their food. Because if you take the cow out, they're all going to die out. So that's the plan. They're going to go kill the cow in the season finale. And, you know, they might take some casualties, but, hey, they got to do what they got to do. You know, I figured the black guy was going to die because he has another series I believe he's a part of. I forgot the name of it. But, yeah. I gave the episode 3. I gave it like 3.5 out of 4 stars. The only issue I had was, I'm trying to think how I say that. The only problem I had was some of the jokes were kind of corny, especially the one where his face was scratched up by a raccoon. They had the helmet on the raccoon, and then Vigilante is funny. Vigilante brought all of the damn helmets with him, and he's looking at Vigilante like, dog, why are y'all? Vigilante just is an F-up. He is the classic F-up, and he's going to continue to F-up. So that was funny. But it's been a great show. You know what? Bump that. I give it a 4 out of 4. It was a great show. I just wish they would have, you know, to me, this would have been great. I wish they would have had 2 more episodes. I wish they would have gave it 10 episodes, man. See, 8 episodes is short. It's like Boba Fett. They did 7 episodes. It's like, man, you should have did like 10. But I think they undervalued themselves. But you know, you got fans hating on that series. It is what it is. Star Wars fans are never happy. They always mad. They can't let go of the past. They're stuck in the past. They stuck in the 80s. So, yeah. But he would fit, you know, in Peacemaker, you know, that's one of the biggest things. I think the only issue I had was, dang, I can't think of it. Yeah, the only issue I had was that the black guy died. That was my issue. He died too soon, in my opinion, but it is what it is. So thank you guys for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you guys love what you hear, you can donate to the page by going to my link, hitting the Cash App. You know, you could go right to my Cash App from there. You could donate $1, donate $1 million, whatever you have, we'll accept. So, thank you guys for listening, and we out. Deezy.